Orlando for the longest time has had people out here, and me and Maestro talk about this all the time. There's been, and not even just among MCs, but even among DJs, there's been a real crabs in a bucket mentality.
Yep.
So what's your take on that?
Come on, we got to get together, man. You know what I mean? We got to stop hating on each other, and like, if we all come together, we could take over this. You know what I'm saying? We could be that next Miami, that next Atlanta. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, there's a lot of talent out here
LA.
people don't even know about.
There's a lot of talent, and I've worked with most of them. You know what I mean? Like KC. You know what I mean? I knew KC when he first started. I did a record with him. You know what I mean? He wanted to do a record. I was like, all right. He sung for me, danced, and I was like, this boy got talent. So I did it off the love.
Who else have you worked with in the industry? And it could not even just Orlando artists, but in general.
We had the song Toast with Beanie Man. And Beanie Man, that's a cool motherfucker, man. Let me tell you about him, man. Like when we did Who Wants This, we went on tour with him for like 2 months. And he was like, yo, I want to fly y'all out to Jamaica. Okay, because everybody's remixing y'all record, doing dubs over your record, and nobody knows who originally did it. So my birthday's coming up. I'm going to fly y'all out. He flew us out, and we performed a song live right there in Kingston, Jamaica. And I'm telling you, Kingston, but it was a dope experience, man. I'll never forget that experience going out there with him.
What's the most memorable moment you had, you know what I'm saying, during that whole run?
Just coming home to Orlando. Like, we had sold out Hard Rock. You know what I mean? We sold out Hard Rock, and it was crazy. We performed with Beanie Man. You know what I mean? All through the tour, we never really performed with him, on stage with him.
Right.
And we was like, yo, this is our hometown. He was like, all right, say no more. We gonna do the record. So he wrote a verse to the Who Wants This, and we all rocked it. It was crazy, yo.
So if you could go back and change anything, you know what I'm saying, what would you change?
I would have did that record with Fat Joe. Like, I would have pressured them more to do that record with Fat Joe, because didn't tell me would have had longer legs. You know what I'm saying? And we were a brand new artist, and I mean, we had no control. Like, we had no decision making. You know what I mean? Like I say, you know what I mean? When you get your first deal, it's hard to have control.
Now, it was a 1 album deal?
It was like a 3 album deal. But what happened is that the label went bankrupt. They had all these artists they were spending all this money on, and we were the only artists that was giving them return. You know what I mean? So they had to go bankrupt. So
they basically left y'all looking for another deal.
Exactly.
Okay.
But we got our masters back. You know what I mean? So we own the masters. So anytime somebody buys Tell Me, we getting a check for that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that's the good thing that came out of that. Not most artists can say that. You know what I mean? So
the other thing is, I mean, I've been out with you here in Orlando, you know what I'm saying? And for as many people that don't support, there's a whole bunch that do.
Yes, sir.
So, I mean, you get a lot of love out here, I would say.
Oh, yeah. I definitely get some love out here. I can't front on that. As far as, there's a lot of people that show love. Like, especially when I'm out now, man, they always asking when we coming back out. You know what I mean? What you doing? What's going on? You know what I mean? So
let me ask you this. Like, you were looking around for a deal at one point as a group, right? You and South.
Exactly.
Okay, and then now, I mean, that's been some years since that album came out. So, and not to change focus, but like, what happened with South? Where is he at? Like, what's he doing? What's the status of the group, I guess, is really what I want to know.
I talk to South all the time, man. He moved to Jacksonville, man. So
okay. Is he still making music?
Nah, he ain't really making music right now.
Okay, so
but you know, when he gets the urge, he'll call me like, yo, send me a beat, send me a track, send me a beat. You know what I mean? So he gets those urges. He still got it in him, though. You know what I mean?
Did y'all phone the company, the production company's Groundworks, right? Is that still in effect?
Yeah, GW.
And is that both of y'all, or is that you?
That was both of us. Now it's me. You know what I mean? So we still GW. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely trying to come out under that right now, because you know, times has changed now. So you ain't really gotta be hunting for a deal now. You know, you just gotta get that buzz. You gotta get that record. New strategy now is, you know what I mean, these social networks, man. You know what I mean? getting your name out in those social networks, the Twitter, the Facebook, you know what I mean, the World Star Hip Hops, you know what I mean? I
Panic
put all
Visions.
Yep, of course, gotta do that, you know what I mean? Because anytime I put a video out, I always get hits from New York, like, yo, I seen your joint, you know what I mean? So, and that costs money. Well, it costs money if you're not a known artist. You know what I mean? If they don't know you, then there's a fee. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of unknown artists that gotta pay that. I think it's like $300-$400 or something like that. That's why you don't see a lot of unknown artists on there. Heavy,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it costs too much money. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They want to put up people that are serious.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Because that's gonna bring the viewers.
So is there a YouTube, Mr. Smilez YouTube page?
Yes, Mr. Smilez Live Calm. That's the YouTube page. Got all my videos. The latest video I did with the nightlife with Lloyd. Shout out to Lloyd. That's a cool dude too, man.
You filmed that out in Vegas? Is that
Yeah,
the
we
one?
shot that in Vegas, man. We spent so much money. It was so crazy. Ugh. That video cost us like 50 grand, man. To shut down the strip. I mean, hit 106 in Park. It was dope. The label I was with, they ain't spend the money right. You know what I
DJ
mean?
Maestro.
We spent $50,000 on a video, and we had nothing left for radio. You know what I mean? I'm sure people are wondering, like, damn, you had a video on 106 Park, you had Lloyd, you was in Vegas. What happened? Exactly. They spent the money wrong. How you spend $50,000 on a video and then don't have no money for radio?
Right.
We could have spent $10,000 on a video and then 40 on radio. Because radio costs money if you don't know. Okay? Nothing's free. Radio costs bread. Simple as that. Now, if you got a hot record out there, and I'm talking to the MCs out there that's trying to do it. If you got a hot record, go to the clubs. You need to be in the clubs every night. Okay? You need to be fucking with PanikAttack. You need to be in these niggas' faces. Give them the record. You need to be in the clubs, making them spin the record. You know how long it took me to get Magic Mike to spin the record? It took me 2 months to get Magic Mike to spin the record. I had to sit there every night in Antigua on Friday nights, right there next to him. Yeah, I got you. 2 o'clock comes. Damn, I couldn't get it in.
The slow jam comes on.
The slow jam, the
Why
lights
did
come
they
on.
do that shit?
The lights come on.
Before the lights came on, he used to always do that shit. He used to play a slow jam like in the middle of of everything.
I'm like, and I love Magic Mike. Shout out to Magic Mike. That's
Yes,
my
sir.
dude.
Oh yeah, he's nice.
But literally 2 months, I'm sitting there next to him, straight up and down. I ain't go out I ain't say what's up to nobody. I ain't go out to the dance floor. I stand right there next to him, waited. And finally, he played the record. You can't catch feelings in this game. You know what I mean? You can't do it. You know what I mean? You got to sit there. So any MCs out there is wondering, yo, I got a hot record. You got to be in the clubs. You got to be in the clubs at these club DJs. Because once they start playing it in the club every night, the radio has to do something. You understand? So I used to go to every club every night and sit there and make sure the DJ plays the record. And if Dawn, who is the music director at 102 Jams, I used to make sure, find out what club she's going to. Okay? Stevie the Man, find out what club he's going to tonight. Make sure I'm there and they play my record that night so they can hear it in the club.
Right.
So when you do go up to the radio station, like, yo, I got this record, it's in the club, they already know, oh yeah, I heard that record. Now you in there. Now they might give you a little mix show spin. Okay, does the DJs know about the record? Yeah, the DJs know about the record. I'm there every night. They play it. Okay, let me ask DJ number 1, DJ number 2. Yeah, we heard the record. Then guess what happens after that? Then it goes into a meeting, okay, with all the DJs, and they have to vote on your record. Okay, you want to add that new Smilez record? Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's add it.
So it's actually up to the DJ.
It's up to the DJ.
So they have a meeting.
They have meetings. The music director and the program director, they gotta like it a little bit, but they lean on the DJ because the DJ's in the club. You know what I mean? So they say, okay, let's see what the DJs think. Let's vote on it. If the DJs vote that they like the record, then it goes into mix show. Mix show, okay? Traffic jam, 11 o'clock hour. Exactly. Then you gotta be on your social game network. You gotta be on your Twitter. Request the record, request the record, request the record, request the record. The more requests you get, they keep playing the record. And then after that, they might add it. But you better have money.
Now, as an artist,
I'm giving up too much of the game.
As an artist, how
MCs
important?
out there like, fuck this, I'm quitting.
But talk to them about publishing and shit like that, because a lot of artists, they come out, they just want to put songs out there, videos, they doing all this shit, spending money on videos and shit, and they don't got their publishing game right. What's the importance of that?
That's where artists get screwed the most, you know what I mean? Because, they worried about their writers, because, you get your writer money because you wrote on the record, and you think that's all you're supposed to get. You don't even know about the publishing. That's where all the money's at, you know what I mean? So if it gets played, if Sprite picks it up, you know what I mean? That's all publishing money right there. If you ain't got your publishing money right, you ain't getting none of that money. The label's gonna get all that money. What you gonna do? You out. All you living on is the writer money, and the writer money is when they play it on the radio. So if you with BMI or ASCAP, you sign up for BMI, ASCAP. And anytime they play it on the radio, anywhere across the world, you get paid whatever percentage that you agreed upon. So you get paid on that. Now with Tell Me, like we didn't see a lot of money on Tell Me, okay? Because we had the Diana Ross and Marvin Gaye sample.
Right.
And Diana Ross, she loved the song, but she was like, listen,
Business is business.
I want 85% of everything. So what are we gonna do?
You got to take it.
Okay.
New artist.
We'll split the 15. We'll split it 4 or 5 ways, whatever. You know what I mean? But sometimes you got to do that because, you need that record to get you out there. So if you got a hot record with a sample and they trying to take all the money, you got to just fuck it. Just take it. So the next record, now you out there now. You know what I mean? So now the next record, you getting all that money. That's how you got to do it when you're a new artist. You know what I mean? When you ain't got no leverage. Because the labels, they just banks. That's all they are. They just lending you money. You got to pay it back.
How does an artist make their money? Got to be shows and shit.
Yeah, you make your money off the shows, basically. Like we was doing real good off the shows, man. Like we started at with Who Wants This? We started at $3,000 a show, and then once Tell Me hit, we was up to like 10. You know what I mean? 10 to 15 a night. You know what I mean? We ain't never seen money like that. We performing for like 45 minutes, an hour, and they handing us 10 stacks. It's like, of course, we had to split that 10% to the manager and cut in half. South got to get 5, and I got to get 5. You know what I mean? That's why I don't understand big groups. Like, when I see 5-member groups, I'm like, shh. That's why it don't last, because, they could make 50,000, but if you got 6 members, I mean, come on. There ain't a lot of money to go around after you cut everybody in. That's how you make your money. You make your money off your shows.
Let me ask you this: why? You hear all that, and it makes you think, why keep doing it?
Like, I can never see myself not writing. You know what I'm saying? I do it because I love it. Okay. That's why I've been here for so long. You know what I mean? Because I love it.
And so now what? Like, what's the plan?
The plan now is to finish up these records.
Okay, so we're working towards an album, basically.
I want to say definitely, you know what I mean? My Twitter, I am Mr. Smilez. You know what I mean? Facebook, Sunrisa Bailey. You know what I mean? Holla at me on there. MrSmilez.com. I'm there. You know what I mean? And I'm going to keep grinding regardless of what it is, man. You know what I mean? The time is coming. It's only going to come when it's supposed to come. And it's coming real soon, and I'm here. I'm always going to represent Orlando. Orlando's my hometown. I'm always going to represent Orlando regardless, because there's a lot of fans out there and a lot of people that got love for the kids.
All right, well, we appreciate you coming through, you know what I'm saying?
Love, man.